Hola. I guess it's time for the old gringo to pick up a little bit where the American education system has clearly failed the younger generation. I know you guys hate boomers, but we learned actual history. And since there's the internet, this is all available for you too. You didn't have to learn it in school by your leftist, politically agenda-driven so-called teachers. So here we go about Mexico. And by the way, I love Mexico. Been all over Mexico. Not a problem with Mexicans. But this is actually mostly for the Caucasian educated protesters running around talking about stolen land. First of all, Mexico and America went to war in the 1800s, and America won that war. We defeated Santana and pushed his army and his men all the way back to Mexico City. We occupied Mexico City. And in 1848, there was a treaty signed. And we were very generous, by the way, in that treaty. We agreed to pay Mexico, and we did pay Mexico $15 million, which in 1848 was a lot more than $15 million. We paid them $15 million. We also agreed to absorb all of the debt that they had incurred against American citizens. All of the damage that was done, houses burned down, horses stolen, all of the things that come along with war, especially the type of war that was fought in those days. So we incurred all of their debt. We paid them $15 million, and we agreed in the treaty that was signed in 1848. You can go look at the treaty if you Google it. I'm sure it's on there. But we also agreed that any Mexican citizens who were now north of the Rio Grande, because the agreement was Mexico's border would now be everything south of the Rio Grande. So all of the Mexicans who were in California, Nevada, New Mexico, good God, Texas, did I say Nevada? Oklahoma, all of the Mexican citizens there would be allowed to stay there and given all of the respect and rights of American citizens. They were just absorbed into America because the border changed. The land's not stolen. It never was stolen. You guys either are willfully ignorant or you bought the lies. The other thing was, as far as Mexico, a lot of protesters, you call them protesters, I call them rioters, who yell out that people like me are colonizers. You're a colonizer. You're a colonizer. Well, guess what? Mexicans are the product of colonizers. They're colonizers because the origins of the Mexicans who are in Mexico come from Spain, which is why Mexicans speak, oh my God, here it comes, Spanish. Volteese, pon tu mano sobre tu cabeza, no se mueve, suelta de arma. Yo, abuela, tomo chocolate todo el día en la casa con azúcar, con leche, mi amigo. Oh, mi amor, crecito. Yeah, so the thing, sorry about that. I got dementia. So yeah, just about everybody's a colonizer at some point because you're not Aztecs. You're not the Aztecs. Do you speak Aztecian? I don't think you do. You speak Spanish from Spain. So when we're yelling and acting out and smashing windows and raising a ruckus and chanting, let's try to keep it somewhere in the vicinity of reality. Adios, amigos. Vamos a la playa. It's gonna be muy caliente today.